Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides, and I'm in downtown Safety Harbor at this car show to help raise money to fight off that terrible disease of breast cancer. What I have behind me is a car that, for a lot of people, they just walk right past it and not even know what it is. This is a 2005 Lotus Elise. Now, if you don't know anything about Lotus, Lotus is a British car company. So a lot of times when we think about supercars or exotics or whatnot, we think of Ferrari in Italy. We think of Lamborghini and all that kind of stuff. Porsche in Germany. This is from England, and this is what England was pushing out during that mid 2000 time period. Now, Lotus was actually started by a guy by the name of Colin Chapman. For him, it wasn't about a big, huge V8. It wasn't about tons of horsepower. It was about balance and getting the car very light. And this car is all about that. It barely weighs about 2,000 pounds. So even though it has a small four-cylinder engine, on a road course, an autocross track, or some really twisty road by your house, this thing will really get the business done. Let's check out the front of it. If you look here, I'm 6 feet tall. I'm going to have to drop way down, and Russell, my camera guy, is going to have to drop way down. You can see just how low this car is. I love the Lotus emblem. You know, that's one of the things I like to see over the years is all the different types of emblems and branding that car manufacturers do. But this is the same Lotus emblem that's been used for decades. I really like this lower area where the lower lip spoiler is. If you're wondering, well, is this a front engine? No. So then you're probably saying, is this a rear engine? No, this is actually a mid-engine. So that means the engine is going to be in front of the rear axle. That's why it's a mid-engine. I really like the styling. It almost looks like it's alien-like, and I really like that look to it. Very low, nothing but the bare bones. Let's go ahead and check out the side. You're not going to find 20-inch wheels here. You're not going to find some crazy setup, but it gets the business done. So you have this beautiful aluminum wheel. I like the finish on it. There's that Lotus branding, and it has these wonderful yellow calipers with the Lotus branding on them to match that emblem there. Now, these rotors are slotted and ventilated. What that means is that those slots are there to dissipate heat. When you step on that brake pedal, it creates heat. We want that heat to go away, especially on this type of car because an owner is going to take it to a track or to an autocross event or whatnot. I really like the color, and I love the Union Jack here. This reminds you this isn't Italian, this isn't German, it definitely isn't American. This is British, and I really, really like that they remembered their heritage, where the car comes from. Let's check out the inside. Now, if you're expecting carpet and tons of carbon fiber and all these niceties, you're not going to find that in here. You're going to find the business and the performance. Check it out. The two bucket seats are actually bolted to the floor. There's no actual carpet to hear of or speak of. You have that wonderful manual transmission, that gear shift knob right in there. Not a big fancy stereo, nothing else. This thing is about performance and about handling. If I was to say what car would be close to a go-kart, it would have to be this car because I'm telling you right now, the speed. I don't know if Russell could show them. Show them on the passenger side on the floorboard there. That's a spot for passengers to place their feet so that they can hold themselves in place while you're ripping it through the turns. And you can see that it's been drilled out for light. Everything is about light in this car. Another thing, show our younger viewers the door panel there with the window crank. That is a window crank. What you have to do with that is you have to actually manually crank the window up and down. I know everybody's used to just pushing a button, but that's how you do it if you want to save weight. Check out the back here. Now, when you see this engine, it's not actually an engine that's produced by Lotus. This is actually made by Toyota. And before you roll your eyes or say, what is this blasphemy? This is reliability. You get a great engine. You got a great company behind it with reliability. I really like how they place it in front of the rear axle because remember, that's always been the hang up with Porsche 911s. That engine is past the rear axle, and that's going to upset the handling. With this, having that engine four-cylinder in there in front of the axle, it really helps the balance of the car, and that's what it is at the end of the day. And then to wrap it off, I really, really love what Lotus is doing with the back of these leases. I like the round taillights. And another thing that I learned from the owner is that if you look here, you don't see an exhaust. An exhaust is actually out underneath the center down here, but these holes are actually for aerodynamics. You're pulling air through the front and it comes out the back. That's what it's all about. Colin Chapman learned these things doing Formula One, doing all sorts of international road racing, and that's what we have today to enjoy. So if these are the types of cars you like to see on Raity's Rides, leave a comment in that comment section. Please hit that subscribe button. I really don't know what you're waiting for. Thank you for all of you who have subscribed. We got over 4,000 subscribers. I'm very grateful. Check out my website, raitiesrides.com, my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook page. All original content all the time. And like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.